You're listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. Each week, your host, Polly Requa, interviews veterinarians and individuals in the pet industry from across the nation answering pet questions. Bark and Wag podcast is produced weekly for your enjoyment, and show notes can be found at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. That's BARKNWAG.com. Please remember to subscribe to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. Bark and Wag is dedicated to protecting our dogs through advocacy, education, and supporting like-minded dog lovers by selling custom pet products. Bark and Wag is excited to announce our new partnership with a Colorado hemp farm to produce a line of CBD products for your pets. Bark and Wag has CBD pet tincture available in 300, 750, 1200, and 2400 milligrams. Bark and Wag CBD is pet safe, no THC, it's made in the USA, and is CO2 extracted. Please check out Bark and Wag's website, barkandwag.com. That is BARK, to see our line of CBD and awesome merchandise. We love pooch ideas for podcasts and merchandise, so anytime send an email to Polly at barkandwag.com with your suggestions.
Welcome to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. I'm your host, Polly Requa. Today we're talking to Amanda, Director of Communications and Engagement at the Cat Care Society. Welcome, Amanda.
Hi, Polly. Thank you so much for having us on today.
Thank you for being on the podcast. So let's just start. What is the Cat Care Society?
Yes, Cat Care Society. We are a limited admission private shelter in Lakewood, Colorado. So our shelter is cage-free or free roaming, which means that the cats aren't confined to cages unless absolutely necessary for whatever reason. So it's a really special place where you walk in and there are kind of just cats everywhere. We have a hallway with some, and there are several kind of suites off to the sides as well where cats are kept based on medical condition or behavioral concern or diet. And
so how long have you been in Colorado?
Yeah, over 40 years now. So we were founded in 1981 near downtown Denver in actually the founder's veterinary clinic. We moved into a small home after that we converted to a shelter, and we really quickly outgrew it. So now we are operating out of a shelter that we built in Lakewood in 2001, and we're still there today.
And is there only one shelter, or are you throughout the state of Colorado?
Yep, it's just us. We work with a lot of our shelter peers, though, across the community and the country.
And are there cat care societies around the country? I mean, or something, or similar? I guess similar, right?
Similar, yeah. There's a lot of shelters out there who kind of share the same values that we do, that we partner with.
And how many cats do you think you have? Cats and kittens?
Oh gosh, let's see. I think last I looked, it was just over 200 right now, and we're still. Yeah, it's kind of still kitten season, so that's why there's so many little babies that are so cute. But during the colder months, it's more like maybe 150 at a time.
And so obviously, your whole organization is to promote fostering and adopting cats within your community, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And so what are some of the benefits of fostering cats and kittens for the listeners? So they might think about outside the box of, you hear a lot about fostering dogs and puppies, but not a lot about cats.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, fostering is one of the things that is the most helpful for us because it gives us more space in the shelter to help more cats. So almost half the cats we have right now are in foster homes, which, that doubles how many cats we can care for at a time. We also think that college students are actually a great resource to be fosters, and it may be a little, unconventional, but you don't have to own a home to be a foster. You just need to have a little bit of time and some love. We provide all of the food, medical care, and supplies, so it's just a really beautiful way to help. It literally saves lives. There are a lot of fosters who will take on some of the more special needs cases, like pregnant mamas and bottle babies, or maybe medical conditions like diabetes. But there are also plenty of healthy cats who just, for whatever reason, they do better in a home setting. A lot of times we see that the cats who are shy or fearful in a shelter actually kind of become these beautiful butterflies when they're in a home. And it's because they're able to relax and let their true personalities kind of shine.
Well, that's wonderful. You're doing such a great job. I mean, especially to have 200 cats that you're responsible for. That's a big mission.
It is.
Yeah, a lot of coordinating. And so what is it like working at a small cat shelter?
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's busy, but it's rewarding. Like many nonprofits, many of us become Jacks and Jills of all trades. We'll pitch in doing whatever is needed at any given time. And I mean, quite literally, sometimes we herd cats. So there's a lot of impromptu things that just kind of come up. Cats hanging from the ceiling or just doing whatever, things that cats do. So we're always kind of flexing, beyond our job descriptions to taking care of the cats. But it makes it really, I think it's fun and it's rewarding. There are some hard days too, but I'm just so impressed with our staff. They are so dedicated and they care for these cats so much, and just watching them go above and beyond it's really beautiful.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I'm sure you're always looking for funds or a list of items that people can donate. Do you have any events coming up?
Oh, yes. We always do. So we have some really cool events coming up this fall. One of our biggest events of the year is actually coming up on September 16th, not far away at all. It's called Tales of the Painted Cats. And it's cat artwork. They're like fiberglass sculptures that we work with local artists to paint. It's a really unique event and gala and auction. Details about that are on our website. We also have a monthly free educational seminar on cat behavioral topics. And then our next one is actually on estate planning for GLBTQ individuals and allies to figure out how to take care of their cats and their funds when they're no longer here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And what is your website?
Yeah, it's catcaresociety.org, and all of this is on there.
Oh, great. And if people are interested in volunteering, donating, or getting in touch with you, could you please give your information?
Oh, absolutely. It's all on our website, catcaresociety.org. There are the drop downs for how to donate or how to volunteer. There's an application for that. And of course, find us on all of the social medias at Cat Care Society.
Oh, great. Well, thank you for being on the podcast, and we look forward to having you back.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our web address, www.barkandwag.com, to your friends and other pet owners. Have a pressing question for a veterinarian? Ask your question at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. This has been a KFR production. Join us next time for another edition of Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk.